Wednesday. Wednesday, right? Let's get into this. It is Wednesday, episode 31, if I remember correctly from what I just typed 5 seconds ago, and this is a Lightharbor for nobledwarf.com. And we are colouring. We're colouring all of it, but we're particularly colouring that spot right there tonight. The big white spot on the east side. I think my objective was to actually get done with colouring this week. One more show tomorrow. I think we're going to finish the east side tonight, which means maybe tomorrow, depending on what we're in the mood for, maybe we'll do the water tomorrow. I've got some plans for the water. Let's try it. So let's get my little chat bot going right here. Let's bring up the console so I can see all of you lovely faces. And burning hands. It's a burning hands. Thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Alright, let's get into this. You can see I'm actually pretty darn close. We've got some more buildings that we're going to do. My chair is like moving around. My chair is like, oh, no. This floor is flat, I swear. Down the hill she goes. Alright. So let's do buildings. We haven't got many more to go. What is that, about a dozen buildings? Let's do it. Let's focus there first. I'm trying to do greys and blue greys around the industrial area, and I'll zoom out and show people in a moment. And what I've been doing is picking one kind of colour, like this, or shade of a colour, and then kind of hopping around, doing a few buildings like that, and then sort of adding shading and shadows to it, and then moving on with a different shade. So we'll do that, and like this. This is a good example. And do I want to do this big guy? Is there a reason why we wouldn't? No, there's no reason why we wouldn't. Right, then after we've got these buildings done, let's figure out 15 minutes. 15-20 minutes. We're going to go down onto the ground. And then we're going to do pathways, flagstones, yards, details. Alright, let's stick with that. Let's stick with that. I'm going to come in a little bit lighter. A little bit lighter to create our highlights. Sometimes I come in darker. If I want this area to be kind of grungy feeling. Alright. These two deserve a little bit of love because they're special buildings. I think we'll do darker. Oops. Darker for this. Insinuates a chimney. Chimney? We're gonna do a chimney. Lighter for these windows. Right. This one I think I'm going to slide towards the blue. Yeah, I'm going to slide that towards the blue. Let's bring this into a little bit of grey. Just to get the highlights going, and there we go. Something like that, that works. Okay, now this one. Yeah, dirty blue. Dirty blue grey you. There we go. Because those are all chimneys. I feel like this should be a fairly dirty building, you know? We're in the industrial zone now, boy. I'll take that. And we'll do a little bit of highlighting. I don't want it to look too white or anything, just a little bit. And we're going to add a little bit of dirt. Bit of shadow on the other side of what I see to be like chimney stacks. And then we're going to do black. But not like that, we're not. We're going to do it more like this. Hey, Green Luchud! Hello! Good to see you. Good to see you. Literally just started the stream about 2-3 minutes ago. I will zoom out in a moment for you. Just like trying to get these buildings here dialed in. There we go. What have we got? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About a dozen. About a dozen. I said 5 minutes ago. Got about a dozen to do. Still got a dozen apparently. And Stephen Radley McFarlane lurking in the background. Got the ability hanging out here. Alright, let's stick with this colour. This one right here. I've got some steps coming up there. Let's do them. Here. Alright. Pool of water, and then we'll move on to a different shade. And I think what we're going to do is something like this. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I'm okay with that. What is my zoom percentage? Oh, what, here? I don't know, because I just do it by fingers. I mean, there's my map. So I don't know. I never do it this way. And actually, I don't even know where to see zoom percentage. I don't know. I have literally never noticed a zoom percentage being something, a metric I can look at. Is that a thing? Apparently that's a thing. I don't want it to be green. Let's slide it more towards the brown. No, I don't. I don't know how to say this because I've never really sort of considered it before. I zoom in as far as I need to get the detail that I want to get. Like, I can't draw buildings at this scale. If I'm going to draw buildings, I'm probably going to zoom in about there. What is that? I don't know. 25% zoom or something? When I'm colouring and I don't want to spill outside the lines, I tend to zoom in a lot closer. But I wouldn't normally draw at this detail unless I'm doing things like roof details like that. But there was a water thing I needed to do. Here we go. Alright. What colour do I want to do here? Oh, Picture Pro it does. Yeah, there may be some kind of zoom on Photoshop. I've just never been aware of it. I've never used it. If someone tells me where it's located, like which window, I'll pop open that window. We can take a look. I've got no problem doing that. I typically, oh, let's use English, Faden. I typically don't like doing it or figuring things out on the stream because I feel like it's a distraction, and unlike like YouTube, I can't edit it out later. But I got no problem like clicking around if someone tells me where to go. There is probably something, right? I would have thought. Right, I want these buildings to kind of feel grungy, except for maybe this one. This one I want to do something special with, which is, I'm kind of leaving it to last. Right, this one here. If I'm going to be colouring a special building, I would lavish a lot more attention on it. But if I'm doing a building that's more fill, then I don't waste too much time. But even then, I do like to try and make sure it has a little bit of sort of texturing and highlighting on it, like so. It takes longer, but I think it's worth it. Not needed though, that's the kicker, it really isn't needed. Because if your map is like getting printed out like this, you can see the highlight, but honestly, if I do a solid colour building, you can't tell. You can't tell. It's just if all of the buildings are solid colour, it's gonna be a little bit more bland. Alright, let's do this one right here. I want to do something special with this one. And while I'm thinking about this one, I'm gonna do some steps coming up from the water right here. There we go. I kind of want to do wood. I kind of want a wood roof building. All right. Let's do wood. Because I need wood anyway. Right there. There. Here. Stacks of wood right here. Now this is a tidal mill. We're definitely going to come back to that in a moment. I love the cranes, by the way. I did a little shadow coming off the crane. When we do the water, it's gonna fall underneath that shadow. I'm in love with the cranes on this map. This one we're gonna make wood too. So while we're here, I'm not gonna do the wheels of the tidal mill in wood. I'm actually thinking about making them metal. This whole map feels industrial. I mean, it feels like an 18th century Victorian sort of place. So I think I'm going to embrace that a little bit more steampunk. So we're gonna come back to them. I think I'm doing concrete outer buildings, and some kind of full-on metal wheels here, and some kind of metal pipe thing coming across. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, let's laugh! Good to see you, my friend. Green Luncheon Boot House? What is with my language tonight? I am actually dog tired. I'm dog tired, I will admit. These are not boathouses. These are tidal mills. And some kind of building in the middle of them. Let's laugh. How have you been? Oh, the stairs. I thought we were going to put the stairs. I thought you were going to put a wooden boathouse. Out here. I see, you know, so I went to, I've been to a lot of fishing towns and stuff like that. I don't know which one it was. I think it was Cornwall or something once. And I went to a little village there. And they had these, like along the piers and things like that, they had these stairs going down. These old wooden, not wooden, these old stone stairs. Probably built 300, 400, 500 years ago, you know, just with the water of the ocean lapping around them. And I loved it. I just loved it. It was like, it was more than just piers and things like that. There was actual steps going down, and I could just imagine some guy having his little fishing boat tethered up, his little rowboat, going down the stairs in the morning and getting in, and off he goes. I was like, and it just had so much character. I started adding them to my map, or maps, since. Because you know at this point, I'm all about the character of a map. And I think I'm going to leave that one just like that. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to do these last buildings. What are we down to? Oh, we still got to do these. We still got to do these. I think I'll end on those, and then we're going to start working the ground. That's what she looks like right now, by the way. Our little industrial area. We're gonna have smoke and stuff coming out of these chimneys. It's gonna be great. Ah, yeah. The virtual con scene. No. Yeah, I feel ya. I need to get more mentally engaged with the virtual con scene. I've been tapping out a little bit too aggressively. Even though on GaryCon I did 3 seminars. I kind of just want to more mentally, soul level, get really engaged with it, you know. I want to run some virtual games, and I can't quite take that step. I need to do a practice run. That's what I need to do. I need to do a test game, maybe stream it with like 4 or 5 players, and figure shit out and get comfortable with the tools before I get into the con arena. That's what I need to do. That would make me feel just... I think that's my block. I think that's my block right now. It's just my familiarity with the tools. Alright. Let's do... concrete. Wait, actually, I'm going to do concrete. These pipes aren't concrete, but I'm going to come back to colour them a little bit differently. Right, let's do a little bit here of this. Concrete building. definitely gonna have to come back through, put some highlights on this. My brush isn't small enough. I am not satisfied with that. We are going to do a little bit more. That's a little better. That's a little better. That's a little better. That's what was needed here. Alright, you were asking about zoom level. Let's get in a little bit here. Feel like I need to. There we go. I wanted to create like a highlight on the top and dark at the bottom, so it looked like, you know, you were looking down on a curve. Okay, let's hit save. Let's move on to the last two buildings on this side of the water, I think. Miss J's here. Hello, Miss J. Miss J, what is it, like 4 o'clock in the morning your time, 6 o'clock in the morning? It's early, right? Although you probably have a couple of time zones over there too, don't you? The continent's so large. Alright. Last two buildings of the... you know, I'm going to stick with that colour and this brush. We're going to do these walkways first before we do anything else. And I might do wood walkways between these roofs. And here too. And a wooden walkway coming down. Okay, let's do a little bit of highlighting. There we go. Already taking shape. Already taking shape. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Do I want to do wood windows? Nah, maybe not. Okay. What colour do I want to make that? Do I want to make that? I think we're gonna do blue. I think we're gonna do the blue grey, because it's surrounded by grey and browns and red. Yeah. So let's bring that over here. once we've got these two buildings, I'll zoom out for a moment. We can take a look because we'll be moving then onto the ground of this east side. My objective is to finish the east side tonight, which is actually going to be ahead of the schedule that I predicted last Saturday on stream. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, that looks okay. And it has that certain dirtiness to it as well that I like. I know, right, Box? I was actually listening to this and I was like, I could actually do with an entire library of royalty-free music that has that tone, that ambience. I would do that. I would totally just have that going in the stream. I want to make sure I get my angles here. And I think we'll do these just capped like that. That's nice. And then we're going to come in for a little bit of a darker grey just on the other side here. Just like so. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is looking nice. Yeah, that's got some elevation and shape to it. Okay, now we're gonna actually have wooden walkways. There. And there. Yep, that's good. Okay, so this one, let's make it slightly lighter. Let's have this one stand out a little bit. Highlights. Highlight there too. Come on, come on, come on. And a little bit of shadows. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's hit save. I think we're ready. I think we're ready for the ground. This is an industrial area. I want hardly a patch of grass on it. I'm gonna do greys. I'm just gonna do greys, maybe some mud. But I've got a lot of mud down here. I don't want to sort of overdo it. Greys. We're gonna stick with greys here. I want it to feel, and then we're gonna flag some areas, but I want it to feel like man-made. This whole area is just like paved. It's heavily worn. Carts, people, industry. That's what I want to feel here. Now we do have a lot of courtyards and yards and things, like all the way around here. And those, I think we might slide towards the browns and the yellows and the tans a little bit, you know, from like foot traffic and car traffic. But everywhere else, I think I'm feeling grey. I think I'm feeling grey. But I don't want the buildings to blend in with it, so... let's just stick with the greys. Let's just stick with lighter greys. Yeah, let's do this. Let's see how this nets out. think we're going to do the greys. That's going to be in brown spectrum. Let's come up here. Let's come up right over there. That has a little bit of that tinge. Okay. Actually, let's come a little bit lighter for the first coat. And we're going to do about 3 or 4 coats on this. Now here on the edge we might have a little bit of sand and a little bit of grass. There we go. We don't have to actually come too far south on this because we've done all of this bit. It's great. This is going to be fast. I mean, time check. We're only officially half an hour into the stream. This is awesome. I don't like how that went. My brush just did this wibbly wobbly knobbly thing, so let's get rid of that. Regen! Is this a new name for you? And greetings to you too. I like it, I like it. Obviously, you know, the only time I've seen it has been on Discord, but I kind of dig it. Regen. How have you been, young lady? Oh, today was your day off, right? How did that go? I'm having a day off on Friday. And I honestly feel like I need it. Like, I feel like I should just sleep until I'm done and... I don't know, just paint miniatures all day. That's my plan. I'm just going to paint minis. Now this is the actual barracks. I'm going to stick towards mud and grass in the barracks. Now if this looks like shit right now, I don't blame you. We are on layer 1 of about 5. This will come alive, I promise you, especially when we start working these courtyards and gardens. We've got a beer garden going here. It will freaking come alive when we do that. Let's just like soften that edge up like that. That's lovely jubbly. Love it. Okay, let's do layer 2. We're going to stick with the grey. I'm actually going to come up a little bit. Slept until 8:30. That's a victory. Then napped later. Even better. I want a nap like right now. Girl, if you slept till 8:30, took a nap, and then go to bed, also real prompt, you needed it. And that's the weird thing. I mean, it can't be just me, right? It's like my day in and of itself is not tiring, but I'm in this constant state of exhaustion. It's so weird. It's got to be what's going on in the world. And I like a drink. I'm just, with some of these pre-done areas, I'm just lightening them up just a little bit. I want them to feel a little bit more gravelly. Likewise with the road. Ah. And I think this whole area needs a little bit, just a little. Like, you know, this is a workers area right here. This is well trodden. It's right next to the mine. I feel like, and we're gonna come back through with paths and stuff, but I feel like there should be just this sense of where here. So I'm just gonna add this little bit of light, this little bit of lightness around here. So it feels a little bit less overgrown and a little bit more like so. I'm okay with this. I know that I'm in a zone now where I shouldn't be. I'm not meant to be here. I'm meant to be up there. I know I'm meant to be there. But while we're adding these little highlights, I actually do want to come back to this area and actually add a lot more detail, but we'll come back to that. You know, fuck it. Alright, we'll come back to this. We'll come back to that. I'm okay with that, though. I'm okay with how that lightened up right there. Just wanted to take away a little bit of the grass. So we're gonna come over the map like so. I'm adding a little bit of gravel. You can't see it, but it's there. In fact, let me zoom in. I'll show you this. What I'm doing, you see how it's a little bit like a spray brush? I'm going to stop right there. If I now come down to this layer and I do dark gray, it fills the gaps. Cheers, son. It fills the gaps where I have not put those two, like the light grey and the white. And if I don't do it in, like right there was a big huge chunk that I hadn't done, so I'm actually going to just come back up onto the layer 1 right here and just soften that up a little bit. And I'm okay with that. That's kind of what I was shooting for. It's like this textured grey right there. And for like this man-made, like, you know, harbour bit, that's exactly what I want. And cheers everyone, by the way. These are trying times. These are tiring times. These are deadly times to some of us. Here's to all of us. I love you all. We'll get through this. She says drinking. We'll get through this. Alright. So that's why I'm doing the light colours. Because I then come back through afterwards. And I'm just going to coat this a little bit. Helps me soften up these greens too. Then I'm going to come back through with that dark grey. Because it's perfect. It's perfect for this industrial zone that we're dealing with. The beer garden will be more green than anything, of course. Let's just get a little bit of grey going here. Perfect, perfect. We're going to do these paths later today. Let's get our slopes going here. Like, just right on the edge of the slope. You see that? Just on the ridge. And it really helps define that elevation. I mean, look at that, look at that. Just get that good contrast. I love that. I'm just gonna bleed into here, just a wiggle bit, but not that much. Just a wiggle bit. Just soften up some of these greens just a little bit and blend it in. Oh yeah, this is nice. This is nice. This is good. This is good. Oh, I love it. I love it. Stomping down that grass. Get out of here, grass. We got a little bit of stone here. We got some gravel and shit. Come on, fuck off. I love it. I love it. That's really beginning to pop. Okay, down to layer 3 here. And let's come in darker. And let's do this. Let's see how this looks. Too dark, too dark, too dark. I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that there. Let's do it. Now these, like, I've got some areas that almost look like electrical pylons. I'm thinking about actually drawing electricity in those areas. I mean, this is, after all, like this almost steampunk, Victorian, Edwardian, Georgian sort of place. Alright. This is good, this is nice, I'm okay with this. And we're going to come through and do all of these courtyards tonight too. It is going to be so gorgeous, it's going to be ridiculous. Oh, I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Yeah, and I'm okay with this. I'm okay where the areas are actually real dark too. Helps the buildings pop off, makes it look a little bit dirtier. Oh, that looks nice. Miss J. Okay, no worries, girl. I understand that you have some highs and lows with your internet. No worries. Love you, girl. The steampunk bit is my bit, but let's just say it had. I don't think it is steampunk, but it's not steampunk, but it's definitely got that Edwardian high tech, vibe to it. The fact that we've got cranes, we've got power stations. It's a little bit. It's not the high fantasy, This is good. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I'm okay. I think what we'll do after this, I might come back through with a brown. I'm kind of feeling that. And then we are gonna which one? Courtyards. I think we're gonna deal with courtyards next. I love colouring a good courtyard. They're going to really help define some of these areas. You are sexy, you little thing, you. Alright. Yes, this is coming good. Alright, let's do... yeah, let's try that. Let's open this up a little bit. I'm going to come through with some greens in those areas to the top there as well. Right, a little bit of dirt in these areas, right? Especially these roads behind the scenes here. Yeah, this is looking good. Nice. Nice, as the kids would say nowadays. Let's put this down into here. Just a little bit of a blenderoo. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're cooking on gas. Okay, before we get into those courtyards, let's do our bridge here. So we're gonna do this medium grey. Right. Hold on a sec, hold on a sec, hold on. I want to approach that slightly differently. Okay. I'm going to approach that lighter brush. There we go, that's better. Okay, then let there. Come up. Okay. And down a layer. Let's do darker. I'm going to strategically pick my darker bits. Come here. Oh, not that dark. There we go. This is good. I love it. Yep, good. Really nice. Okay. I can live with that. And I'm hitting save. Okay. Now let's do courtyards. Okay, so I'm gonna do the courtyards, I think, on the colouring layer. So it's kind of sitting on top of stuff. Now you see all of this here, where you see the little white dots bleeding through. We are gonna fill that, but I'm gonna do it last. Now what do I want to do here? I think areas of, let's call it, not civilization, but where the Tofts hang out, away from the industry. I think I want to be a little bit lighter, just a little bit, so it feels a little less polluted. But also, definitely here. It's a pub garden right there, come on. Pie and a punch up. We are going to add a little bit of greenery in these areas. Like right along the front of the building right there. And the edges of those work areas right here. A little scattering of colour. And definitely in our pub garden. Right, like so. And I feel like that is a statue, so let's just come up to our building layer real quick. Like it's a signpost statue, but let's do something like that. Yeah, great. Okay. Now I'm going to actually go across to the barracks, and as we head like down here towards the south, these are going to start turning into just muddy, gravelly yards, okay, and way less green on them. But right here, towards this gap, there's a little bit more of the green. Okay, we're gonna do colouring layer. Let's do the edges. Because that's where the weeds and everything grow, right? So let's get our edges with a little bit of green. Right, then what we're going to do is we're going to come in a little bit. So there's a barrack area, so we will do paths where people have been treading. But without the paths, what are you left with? Basically mud, right? So we're going to do the mud. And then let's go a little bit lighter again. Almost completely covers this area. Then there, and now I'm actually going to come in pretty damn dark. I love that part. I love that part so much. Okay, there we go. Zoom out. How does that look? Magic. That's what that looks like. A little slice of magic. Alright, back up here. Okay, I think I'm gonna hit up all of these yards. That's what I'm gonna do right now. And it's gonna be a combination of browns, tans, greys, some green around the outside edge if I feel like the yard is big enough, like some shit has just grown up in it. Maybe we should just concentrate on a section, maybe a section at a time. That'd be kind of smart, right? Let's do a section at a time. Okay. So I'm adding gravel now to these. I'm probably not going to do much by way of grass in these, okay? Gravel, I'm probably going to come in with like a dark brown when we're done. Gravel, mud. Are we ready? Are we ready to do this thing? No, it feels too soon. Feels too soon. Little bit more. Little bit more. Just of a darker colour right here. Alright, now layer 3. There you go. I'm pressing hard now to fill in all of those little white pixels. Look at that. Oh, look at that. I love it. I love it. That is what I am talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. That's great. That is absolutely freaking fantabidozy right there. Let's come back up to you and let's just give you this little lick of mud over the top. There we go. There we go. Love you. Love you. Okay. Let's come over here. So what yards have we got over here? On this colouring layer. That's about the colour we'll do. That's fine. A little bit of the highlights. And maybe a little bit there too. And here and here. So many backyards. People, you've been busy. Okay, yeah, that's all. That's all. That's them. Okay, and then let's bring it down. Charlie Brown towards the Greys. Greys. Okay. Oh, someone's yard that we missed. Okay. And then bring it down again into the mud. Actually, just gonna let that guy be done right there. And I think, you know what? You're done too. You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good with them. That's gonna be good. And I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna come up onto the top, and I'm gonna just soften up this a little bit. There we go. Fact. Let's bring that. Let's bring a little bit of grey into this. There we go. Nice. Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep coming down. We're gonna keep coming down. We're gonna keep finding these yards. And let's mix it up a little bit. Let's make these yards be a little bit more gravelly and less mud. And you can have a little bit of love too. I'm not a gravelist. Okay, okay. Oh, lots and lots of yards. Okay, okay. Well, we've got plenty of brush here for everyone. It's okay. And I think we're gonna actually then. Oh, there's so many yards here. This is yard capital of the world right here. Yeah, let's do this too. This is where I want to do the electricity. I kind of want to do some arcing electricity. But we'll do that last. Okay, a little bit on you. Oh god, there's so many yards. Who drew all of these yards? What I'm trying to do is create some contrast between these yards and the surrounding area. I want them to stand out, but I also want them to look like yards and not like gardens. That's a better. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of yards. One level down. I am actually going to come in lighter because I do want the gravel to stick out here. The gravel nature of these before we actually start coming in with probably what's going to be mud. I actually... Oh, no. I was going to say, I don't think I actually coloured that building, but I think I did. There we go. Okay. And okay, you're good. You're good. I got you. I missed you originally, but I've got you now. All my yard children, they get love. Just where I wish the Twitch chat had the capability of pointing at the screen. Well, actually, that'd be freaking terrible. Some of you would be like, all of the time, but it would be useful in this sort of type of instance. Okay. Down a layer. And we've done gravel, we've done light gravel. try mud. Let's try it. Let's come in here with some mud. See what she looks like. Not bad, not bad. I think I can deal with this. I think I can deal with this. Yeah, that's actually okay. Regen, you would actually like this music, and the reason why you would like this music is because all of this music is from World of Warcraft. This particular one is Wrath of the Lich King. Riplash Ruins. I think that's why you're liking it. Yeah, they actually make their music available royalty free. So I've got like the entire soundtrack, all of the soundtracks, and that's what you've been listening to. There's been actually a few where you've gone, oh, I like this. That's why. A little dark, but I'll accept it. It is a lumberyard type of thing. I think I'm okay with this. I think I'm okay with this. Let's zoom out, rotate around. Yeah, I think they're okay. I think they're okay. Not many yards to do now, actually. WoW has some really good music. Like I say, like my entire soundtrack, and I don't know how many songs are in it, but there's hundreds. It's all WoW. And, you know, some of them are not wildly appropriate for the stream because of like horror music or something, but they were appropriate when I was drawing T-Goal, and I would just like, I would start cycling through the horror music, all royalty free. Like, thanks guys, this rules. But it's got a lot of really good music, like really good music. I'm gonna go towards the grey. There we go. By the way, Regen, Jack is gonna write to James about the timing for Saturday, and because I have this funny feeling that we might be like playing, let's say 2 to 7. And then that's it, you know. And if that's the case, you know, we should get a game going. We should get something that we're playing together, even if we only play it after our RPG sessions. Even something that's stupid like Neverwinter Nights, or, you know, something where we can keep the vibe of the day happening. Like, we've spoken about a lot of games to play together, and yet we haven't actually done any of them yet. And I don't want us to feel obliged to have to play something every single night. But like years ago, we used to play Neverwinter Nights together. And we just did it like Wednesday evening. That was it. That was it. So we could pick a game maybe where people like, you know, Dave, if he's like got his hands full. and like James, because he now has to like log off. Well, it doesn't matter. That's fine. We'll just play our own thing now. Yeah, I'm okay with them. I think we might be onto paths. Holy scaboli. Okay. Alright. No, there was nothing stupid about Neverwinter Nights. We had a huge amount of fun with Neverwinter Nights. Our role-playing group, I'm holding this like a cigar or something. Our role-playing group would play every Wednesday night, and it was just for like 3 or 4 hours, something like that, basically in the evening. And we played through all of the scenarios. We played so many of like the modded content, and we had so much freaking fun. But I would be down with playing like an MMO style game or the latest Neverwinter Nights that came out. Like I would just, and I, you know, maybe we'd even stream it. And Wednesday night, whatever it is, or after the game night, Saturday night, we go off, we have a meal, we come back, we play for a few hours. I would love that. Excuse me, Corona. I'm good. I'm good. Alright, Regen. We'll talk about it. I want to make it happen. I want us to do it. And the fact that Jack keeps throwing out these game options, you know he's in. Alright, path. Path me. I feel like my path should be underneath my flagstone. Why is my path on top of my flagstone? I don't know. I'm going to do my flagstone first. Where's my bushes gone? Where have my bushes gone? Oh, I'm clicking on the wrong bloody thing. There's minor panic. It's okay, everyone. We're back. Yeah, I'm not doing the small one. We're gonna do the larger one like that. There we go. Aliens RPG Tuesday nights. This is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. I'm okay with this. I'm actually okay with this. Oh, I should actually tell everyone, by the way, next Wednesday, we are going to have a special guest. We're going to have 2 special guests next Wednesday. It's Noble Dwarf themselves. They're going to join us next Wednesday. How freaking cool is that? We're going to have both of them on the channel with us as we're colouring this map. I might have to make it like a 2-hour special or something. And they've sent me a little gift. I've got a box sitting behind me that I haven't opened yet, that they want me to open on the channel together. So that's going to be fun. That will be next Wednesday, Noble Dwarf. I have never worked on a map. Nah. I was going to say I've never worked on a map with someone in the channel, but I have. But I've never had them as a guest. That's going to be a new one. So that'll be fun. Let me zoom out, just check that out. Oh no, that's good. I think that's good. It's just got that little element of texture to it. I think that's fine. Oh no, that's lovely. Okay, let's do the same here. This brush is by Miss J, by the way. It's a lovely brush. I use it all the time. Thank you, Miss J. Oh, you know what, Green Loontoon? That is an awesome idea. I think inevitably that's exactly what would have gone on. But it's very difficult for the dwarves to actually type out with a delay about the city. But that's exactly what that is going to be, isn't it? They're going to tell us all about this city and the people and the denizens in it. And what the project is and how they're going to launch it and when. All verbally real time. That would actually be really cool. It never dawned on me. That's exactly where that is going to go. Hey, Phantom Jen is here! Phantom Jen, I can send you Zach's RPG. Oh, Jen, you're all heart. That and the Call of Cthulhu, very much appreciated. In fact, if you can't hear us right now, it would actually be really funny if you did ship them to me, and I'll send a photo, and I'll go, hey, Jen, thanks, parcel arrived safely, just so Zach would go, wait, what? Wait, what? Just, it would be so much fun. I would give them back. Alright, I think we're onto paths. I'm actually really tempted not to do too much with these paths coming through the city. Because I want them to feel dirty, you know? I tend to do the paths more of a lighter yellow, like that. And I think up on the hill and stuff, that's exactly what we're going to do. But not here. Not here. I think I'm going to leave that. Maybe coming out of the city, we'll pick it back up again. Time check, going for about 21 minutes. We are way ahead of the curve, folks. Look at this. I'm going to hit save real quick. We pretty much have the east side done. I was hoping to have it done by Thursday. We're a day ahead of schedule. And sure, there could be some details and etc. that I come back to, but I think it's looking pretty good. We're going over that direction. We're heading to the west side of the river. It's funny you should mention Death Green. Our GM just got done telling us and warning us that in our Ravenloft game, that death is likely. He just basically sends us all an email. So yeah, guys, girls, just so you know, this campaign is kind of like nuts. It's a bit deadly in parts. You might not survive. So, alright, thanks. Thanks, James. I think I like games like that, though. You know? As a change of pace. I'm going to actually do stone. I'm going to do stone around these. We're going to do a stone path coming down these various areas. That's what we're going to do there. I'm gonna stop blending this into white. I'm gonna stop blending this into white. And I think I rarely do this, but I'm gonna add a little bit of opacity. Where the rule book says don't get attached to your characters, that's actually kind of cool. No, I'm down with that. It just gives a different gaming experience, doesn't it? You know, I think that's one reason why I'm such a fan of Call of Cthulhu. It's just different, and that's not to knock any other gaming system. It's just variety is the spice of life, and all the rest of it. I'm not sure I ever actually did this hill here. I might have to work on this hill a little bit. Green, that's exactly what I'm talking about, right? I mean, I am always been heavy into like Dungeons and Dragons ever since first edition. But I've also always very much enjoyed doing something a little bit different. Whether it be gangbusters, James Bond 007, Chivalry and Sorcery, Rune Quest, just different. I didn't like where that was going. So I got rid of it. I feel like this area should be just like drier, you know, so I'm just trying to tease in a little bit of stone here and there. It's still tough to grasp, but oh, that looks really quite nice and stony. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So we are gonna do, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do it in this. We're gonna have a little path kind of coming down here to here. We're gonna have another path like this, like so. This is good. This is good. I'm gonna do another little path like this, and we're gonna do work areas around these. You need another little path like this right here. Oh, this is good. Where does this path come down? It comes down like this. It winds down the hill like this, and then booyah. And maybe there's one little one that sneaks over there. Now we have little work area. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is good. This is fucking fantastic. This is what I'm talking about. Following along the edge of the tracks and all between these little buildings like so. Oh, you sexy beast. Hit save. I love it. I love it. Love it every minute of Jerry. Love it every minute of it. Let's change our brush back to this. Alright, I'm going to come over here. Because I just want to actually make this just a touch larger. Oh, I've heard of Delta Green. 1936 Singapore. That sounds so cool. I've never played it, but I would. That sounds so good. I have heard of Delta Green. I know nothing about it. I love picking out these little paths. This is great. This is really great. Let's do one more here. Alright, so this guy, the way he gets around is... yeah, he's got a path that comes this way, but it's not his chosen path. I think he does this. I think he picks his way over here. And comes down here, like so. Just like that. And then this guy kind of comes down, he makes his way through the little bluff here, and then joins that path. And this guy kind of does the same thing, and he does that. That's great! Oh, I love those paths. Frick me, I love those paths. Okay, so we are gonna just a little bit around that house, and a little bit around that house, and these shed right there, and a little bit of that, and a little bit in front of the temple, and around that, and that. And then, okay. I think when we're done, by the way, in this area, I think that's going to be about the end of the stream right there. I think that's going to be a perfect stopping point. This looks so good. This looks so good. I'm so happy with how this is turning out. I just want around these mill areas, mines, around these mines. That if like be this heavily worn area, you know. That's good. That's not. That's because I refused to reboot my machine today. And that's Photoshop going, oh, you pressed super heavy the whole time, right? No, actually I didn't. I think we're on to a winner. I think we're on to a winner. I think that has to be one of my favourite areas of the map. I think I really like it. So here, I think this guy, not like that, you know. This guy comes through here like this, and comes through and like so. And maybe there's like this little pathing that comes out over him over here. Hello, Charlie. How do you get back and forth there, Charlie? Oh, you coming that way? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. What about you guys? What do you do? Okay, you come that way. Cool. And you come that way. Excellent. I like your style. I could see where you're going with this. Okay, so... Do I need to add any more paths? We're going to do electricity and details tomorrow. I kind of want to pick out some of the details in the yards too, by just this little dab of colour in each one. And on the hills too, I want to kind of like, you know, get a little bit of... Like, I've not done all of this edging like this yet. And that's something that I'd love to do, because it really picks out the elevations. We'll get back to that. We'll do that tomorrow. I might do that off camera before the stream tomorrow. Because that's kind of like me doing this. It's kind of like tedious. You don't need to see me doing that. Any other paths? I kind of, you know... Something like that. Makes it look like there's something on the top of the hill. All about the story seeds. I think that's it. I think that's it. Here. Love it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I mean, I could add like some yellow highlights here at the edge of the water. I think that's it. So tomorrow, before look at the elevation that has now. Look how much that's jumping off the map, and we haven't even finished that hill yet. I love it when things start coming together. One thing I'm going to do, by the way, let's call this. What do we call this? We're going to add a layer. I think we're going to add a layer above our ink, and above our roof details, and above our racetrack. And I'm going to call this smoke. One thing I want to do is that's got too small. No, you got too small, Eddie. Did I just break my system? Did I just break my system? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I just want to show you what I actually intend to do with this smoke here. Smoke, we're gonna rotate it, and we're gonna make it pretty large. But we're going to rotate it this way, I think. Something like... Yeah, something like that. Would that be the way to do it? No. The opposite. So I actually want to do something like this. So this is just showing you where my head is at. It's not necessarily final. I just want to kind of share. So I kind of want to do something like that. I mean, you know, we'll touch that up. But I kind of want to, and maybe even bigger, but something like that. Softer, perhaps. Like with a little bit of opacity on it. And I'm not sure about the wind direction yet, but that's kind of where my head is at. And like doing a lot of that around all of these chimneys, but like larger, you know? Like, again, we will redo all of these, but just as a sneak peek, I gotta do this. You know, so there's smoke just coming out all of these darn things, and it's just, I just want it to look, I mean, look at that. Just make it look mucky down here. Industrial, you know? So really thinking about something a little bit like that. Alright, so that's actually dead on half of the hour, so that's beautiful. So that's where we're going to leave it. We're done with East Side, okay? I mean, I'm literally done. East Side, finished. Tomorrow, I think we'll touch up some of the, off camera, I'm going to touch up some of the hills. I might add smoke tomorrow, off camera, maybe. It's fun to add that on camera. I think, honestly, I want to work on water tomorrow night. I want to get the bay and the river done tomorrow. Because that's our natural join. It's going to look weird if I start colouring the other side and we have this strip of white right up the middle. So, Thursday night, river night. Let's do it. So I'm back, 6 o'clock Pacific time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, into tomorrow, Australia time. Let's work on water. Let's do it. I love you all. Thanks for hanging out. This is really taking shape. Look at this. That's nice. Normally I need to sleep on something overnight, but I think that is actually looking pretty damn good. I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with the smoke idea too. We'll play around with the scale of the smoke and how I want to do it and how dark and everything, but we're definitely doing smoke down here. Thank you, Miss J. And you're the queen of water, so the pressure's on me. Thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow. Miss J, I think it's still tomorrow to you, even though it's like still today. But you get the idea. See you all tomorrow. Everyone have a great evening. Stay safe. Stay indoors. Protect yourselves. Protect your loved ones. Phantom Jen, send me those box sets. I owe you. See you tomorrow.